Welcome again, students. Today we are going to continue chapter Introduction to Business Organization. Okay. In the last video, I had discussed about meaning and feature of business. So in this video, we will going to continue discuss about forms of private sector organizations. Okay. So let's start. The main forms of ownership in private sector are as follows. First one is sole proprietorship. Second one is uh, joint Hindu family firms, partnership, joint stock company, and cooperative society. Okay, so let's start with the sole proprietorship. Sole proprietorship. In this form of ownership, the person provides the capital, bear all risk independently. Manage the business. It is the most natural, oldest, and simplest, and the most popular business organization. So, it is a very easy type of business. Yes, it is a very easy type of business which can be started by a single person. And individual can start, can close, can expand his business. And there are very less interference of the government, and very less legal formalities are required. uh, in this type of business, basically an individual is the only owner of his business. Whatever the profit or loss in the business, it will be the individual owner of business. He has no share profit or loss. Okay. Now let's move on the second, that is joint Hindu family firms. Joint Hindu family firms, it is a business owned and controlled by in joint Hindu family, which consists of father and his son, grandson, and great grandson. The head of family is called Karta, manage the business for benefit of the family as a whole. The ability of every member family except Karta is limited. His share in the family's assets, Hindu law has guaranteed implemented independent and corporate existence to the family. So basically, this type of business is run by a joint Hindu family, in which there is a son, father, grandson, and great grandson, and the manager of this family is called Karta. The manager of this family is called Karta. The responsibility of the manager or Karta is unlimited, but the liability of other person of the family is limited to the extent of his part of assets. Okay. Whatever decisions are taken in this type of business, they are all taken by that manager or Karta. Okay. Now next one is partnership. In this form of ownership, two or more persons enter into a contract to carry on some lawful business jointly and share its profit. Each partner is considered as the agent of the firm as its partners. The firm has no legal entity separate from its partners. Each partner is jointly and individual liable for debt of the firm to the unlimited extent. See, to become a partnership, it is necessary to have some things. One should have more than two people, because a single person cannot do partnership. Okay. One should have more than two people, because a single person cannot do partnership. Secondly, lawful business. There is lawful business. Lawful business means that there should be not be a business which the law forbids, such as theft, robbery, gambling. It should not be. Okay. And thirdly, whatever profit or loss be there from the business, all the partners will share it together. Okay. Now, next one is joint stock company. It is an incorporated association of two or more persons. It has distinct legal entity which is separate from identity of members. Therefore, a company enjoy unlimited life. It continuity is independent of the lives of the members. It is management of control lies in hand of the board of director, consisting represent the members. There are several types of company. Okay, so a joint stock company, a joint stock company is an entity formed by the association of two or more persons, and its existence is totally its identity is totally different from its members. Okay. And it also has a separate feature that it is born by the law and it can be destroyed by law only, because the perpetual succession is its feature. Perpetual succession is its feature. The joint stock company is not affected by the arrival or departure of a members of the company. The company continue to run as it is. Okay. Even if all the members of the company are die, or even all the members are insolvent, the company will continue to run, because the right which are there will be transferred to their nominees, and company will continue to run. Okay. It's a special feature, perpetual successions. Okay. And next one is cooperative society. Okay. So let's start. It is a society. It is a society organized with the purpose of rendering service to its member. Okay. It is a society organized with the purpose of rendering service to its member and to public in general. It is organized on the principle of mutual self-help. Okay. An incorporated association of person, it enjoy perpetual life. It has distinct identity and liability of its member is limited. There are several cooperative societies. So basically, cooperative society is also association which is the voluntarily association. Okay, which is voluntarily association. The member of it come their own. Okay. It is for self-help of its member. In the manner of joint stock company, it also has the feature of perpetual succession. Mean its member coming or going will not affect the cooperative society. It will continue. Okay. So this is the special feature of cooperative society. Like joint stock company, like joint stock company, it also has the feature perpetual succession, means its member coming or going will not affect the cooperative society. Okay.